Hey there, good to be back doing this again. Today we're going to be talking about one of my all-time favorite movies, Mulan. I love this movie for many reasons. It has great characters, incredible voice acting, a heartfelt story, and for a kids movie, a great wartime feel. To start, the titular character Mulan is a great look on how to make a main character. She feels real. She isn't a bumbling fool who doesn't evolve through the whole movie, and she's not perfect at everything first try. Rather than those two extremes, she strikes a good balance, showing that you can be good at something if you put your mind to it. The other main character, Li Shang, serves as a great reflection for Mulan, who comes from a more privileged military background. He is also learning how to lead the men under him and how to deal with the sudden newfound responsibility that's thrust onto him at the turning point in the movie. Now, it's not just the two main characters that are great. The other side characters and the villains help round out this great story. For example, Mulan's companion character, a dragon named Mushu, helps kickstart a lot of the plot points and also deliver a lot of fun comedic relief lines to help lighten the mood at certain points in the movie. But I don't feel it's too overdone or too out of place. Helping to add to the humor and the more human element of the movie, the three side characters, Yao, Ling, and Qian Po, help add a good dynamic with Mulan and Li Shang to some extent on companionship during the war and how to get through it through the people around you. They start out as somewhat minor antagonist characters, and then throughout some of the songs and the story, they grow to be good friends with Mulan and Li Shang. And then in the end, they end up playing very crucial parts in both the climax and resolution of the movie. While all these characters are fantastic, what really solidified this for me was the overall story and how it used certain signals and different editing tricks to make the points really hit home. And one of those things that I look for in a story is how they deliver and present the villains. And in Mulan, we see the introduction of the Huns at the very beginning of the movie, and it is properly intimidating. The movie opens with a shot of the Great Wall of China, and then 30 seconds in, you know something's wrong when there's this eerie music and a falcon that comes swooping down the side. Then, all of a sudden, there's this wave of grappling hooks that ascends the Great Wall, and the Huns come storming over it. With the color scheme that the animation also uses, it helps really hammer home just how powerful and unified these people are as a force. Then later on, once we realize that they've overtaken the wall and captured a couple guards to send a message to the rest of the army that they have arrived and are invading China, they send out both of the guards. Then they hammer home they mean business, and they kill one of them by shooting them in the back. And it's very intimidating and definitely on the darker side for that era of Disney with the kids' movies that they were putting out. To add to that point, later on in the movie makes a very abrupt change in tone. For some context, this is a classic 2D animated Disney movie, so it starts out as a musical. Then, in the middle of one of the songs about where Mulan and her new friends in the army are talking about how they want to settle down after the war, the song abruptly stops. Then the camera pans slowly to a war-torn ruin of a village with the bodies of the army and the dead villagers littering the whole snowy ground. And while it's still a kids' movie, they can't show any blood or anything like that, it still addresses how heavy this hits everyone, including the death of Li Shang's father in this battle. And after that in the movie, there is no more singing or musicals. And that's about it. Just some reasons why I love this movie so much. I love some of the new techniques that this movie used, especially for the time, and how it went against the grain of the more conventional classic Disney movie. It has a great message about perseverance, dedication, and with the right people around you, how you can do just about anything you set your mind to. Thanks for watching. And Scott, I'll see you on Thursday.